If you're concerned about your baby's safety on stairs and you want to know how you can safely help your baby learn to walk down a flight of stairs while holding your hands, then you're watching the right video. In today's video, I'm going to share with you techniques that you can use to teach your baby the right way to walk down a flight of steps. I'm also going to share with you a couple of common mistakes that I've seen over my experience over the past 25 years as a pediatric physical therapist. Common mistakes that I see parents do when they're trying to teach their kid how to walk downstairs. I'm also going to tell you what age you can expect your baby to be able to start walking downstairs. If you're new to my channel, my name is Cherrick Gordon. I've been a pediatric physical therapist for over 25 years. I show proactive parents like you how to use simple touch and movement to help your baby catch up and move ahead. So let's get into today's topic, which is, of course, walking downstairs. This is a part of a series that I'm doing on stair training that I did it crawling up the stairs, crawling downstairs, walking upstairs, and now we're working on walking down. I'm going to do 2 more episodes about how to show your baby to walk up, and then another episode about how to walk down while holding on to the handrails, using handrails for support, so the baby, your toddler, can start developing a little bit more independence. So let's start with how you should approach walking downstairs. A couple of mistakes that I've seen are that parents start at the top of the stairs. That's the first thing. If you look up at the top of my stairs, that's pretty far. Baby standing at the top or a toddler standing at the top, looking all the way down, it can seem like a daunting task to be able to walk down without losing their balance, and babies tend to be fearful of it. So what I recommend instead is begin walking down, teaching your baby to walk down at the bottom, where you're just treating it like you're stepping off of a curb. So where you're stepping from the bottom step. And you start there and then work on continuing taking your baby higher and higher as your baby gains more confidence, and you can practice walking down that way. Another common mistake that I see is parents doing this. Standing, holding baby's hand and standing next to baby on the stairs. I don't want you to do that. I'm going to show you what to do instead. Now, why is it that I don't favor that position? If you're standing next to your baby and your baby pulls their hand out of your hand and falls down the stairs, you will not be able to run down fast enough and turn around to be able to catch your baby. So I want you to practice when you're teaching your baby to walk down, I want you to walk down backwards. Remember the rules I've been saying in my previous episodes about stair safety. I want you to be in between the ground and your baby at all times. When baby's crawling up or crawling down or walking up or walking down. Parents in between the baby and the ground at all times. So let's get into the exact mechanics of how to help your baby walk down a flight of stairs. I'm going to move my camera over so that you can see. Let's bring it down a little bit. Like I said, I would prefer for you to start with the very bottom step. Or you can also start outside with a curb. So put your baby to stand facing you on the bottom step with their feet apart. Hold baby's hands. And you're going to do this with a little bit of a twist. I want you to twist your baby's body so that one leg, the leg that you want your baby to lead with, is closer to the edge of the stairs. This will cue baby to be able to go ahead and step down with that leg. This will physically cue baby to step down with the leg that you want to be the lead leg. Now you can see the way I have baby twisted here. Her right leg is closer to the edge of the step, and so baby will be able to now step down with a little bit of a weight shift, step down onto the ground. Baby would be bearing her body weight on the leg that is still on the step, not the one that's coming down. She's actually bearing all of her body weight on her left leg. One of the things you might find when you're doing this is that you will find that your baby may have a favorite way of coming down. Most babies have a favorite leg that they like to lead with when they're going up. And a lot of times babies have use the same leg when they're coming down. In the beginning, when you try to teach baby the mechanics, the general mechanics of walking down the stairs, I don't want you to focus so much on shifting baby's body weight so that baby is alternating their legs and leading with a different leg, with the right leg and then the left leg. I want you to just let baby get comfortable with the process. Then as your baby gets better with walking down the stairs, I want you to now start to shift your baby's body the way I just showed you. So let's say baby has gotten a little bit of practice, she's getting good at it, and now you're at the third step. You can see I have her little feet there. If I shift baby's body this way, you can see that her left leg is closer towards the edge of the step, and now baby can step down while bearing her weight on her right leg, and then bring her right leg down. You can also shift baby's weight side to go ahead and facilitate the leg shifting and the weight shifting so that baby is moving the way you want baby to move. I'm going to bring baby back up and shift baby in the opposite direction so that baby's right leg is closer towards the edge of the step, and this will cue baby to step down with that right leg while step down with the left leg rather, while baby is bearing all of her weight on the right leg. And so if you do this when you're practicing walking with your baby, will automatically begin alternating their feet. As baby is twisting, baby will begin to alternate their feet and start using that way of coming down. You're also going to be prepping your baby for when you're teaching your baby to use a handrail or use the spindles, where baby will be standing sideways facing the spindles like this and holding on facing sideways, and baby will have their feet in this position and then step down like that, where this leg is closer to the edge of the step, and this will be the one baby will step down with while baby is holding on. Of course, we'll get into that in a little bit more detail tomorrow when I do a video about baby walking up a flight of stairs, how to help your baby walk up a flight of stairs while using the handrail for support. If you found value in this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I will see you tomorrow where we get into walking upstairs using a handrail or spindles for support. I'll see you over there, my friends. Have a good night.